Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for the Under-16 Boys deciding match and our final match of the 2019 Region of Origin Series. Corey Rosser joined in commentary by Troy Hardy, and the team lists up on screen there. A couple of names to watch out for. Charles Leon Moana, who's had a good series so far, but the one I really like in North is the front row combination, Jared Nathan and Robert Davis. One thing is for sure, they will lay a really good platform for their side. And for the South boys, Oscar Amosa is dangerous at fullback, but keep an eye on the front row for them as well. Should be a really good battle in the halves. Stanley Hingano from the Pakuranga Jaguars as well. He'll lead the team around nicely. He was named in the 17, but will play in the halves.
Yeah, just having a quick look at the North Under-16 boys there. Looks like, as you rightly said, especially on the North team there, a little heads up on Finn Hay. He's on the debut today and playing in the number 12, and I know he's got a big followership in the UK. And let's just crack into some of that before we get to kick off. So a special shout out to the Finley Hayes family in the UK watching him live right now. Finn is in the number 12 playing for North, and before the game he said he's playing here today, Corey, check this, for everyone back at home.
Love it.
So be very unusual to see some of their family play 36,000 miles away on an island upside down, the last stop before Penguins. And a bit of rugby league action here.
Yeah, and I think watching that part of the world, probably mourning Castleford's loss in the Super League yesterday. Maybe we shouldn't be bringing that one up.
Yeah, the other thing that would be mourning is, man, look at the size of these under-16 boys in New Zealand. Yep, we got some big units down here, ladies and gentlemen. And Danny Murphy, your grandson, is doing everybody proud over here. And John and Anne, must be good to see the grandson following your son's Andy Hayes footsteps. So there you go. I think I've said hello to every single Hay person in the UK, Corey, as we get ready for kickoff. Well, we've got a wing out here. Waving hello to Mum as well. Big family day. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, all of the action replays will be available on the ARL TV YouTube channel. We'll just about overrun it, and we're off and running.
So North with first use of the football, and we'll run it back towards the road end here at Cornwall Park in central Auckland. We touched on it in the build-up. Watch for the battle in the middle. It's going to be a goodie. Jared Nathan and Robert Davis were exceptional in the game we called between these two earlier. That was a drawn game as well.
Absolutely, yep. And I think it was just an absolute gluttony of fakes at dummy halves as we see the ball go to ground there. Slight bobble. Remember the old dummy half?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was very much in vogue in that opening game. I'm pleased to see that it's disappeared as the series has gone on. There wasn't a lot achieved from those little fake plays at dummy half, but hey, using the series to implement a little bit of innovation, there's nothing wrong with that. So scrum to pack down after that early North era, and it will be advantage South early on. For those watching at home who aren't familiar with the series, it's North playing in the red, South in the blue. So scrum has packed down, and off the back of it comes Finau. Va'a, the dummy half, comes back into the middle where Whano Talanga is taken down. Smack bam in front of the Sport Safe uprights. Va'a jumps out now and steals some cheap meters and earns a penalty in the process. So already you can see South wanting to play a nice up-tempo game here.
Absolutely, yeah. Just took the words out of my mouth.
Finau. Moving play on, they attack down the right edge. This is Tui Onatoa. Taking the ground under the weight of a couple of North defenders. They switch play back towards the middle of the park. And a strong carry, but taking the ground is Malua. Not far to travel here, South. Va'a goes to Hingano. Hingano holds up at the line. Looks to send the loose forward over, but the North line gets there in numbers. Finn Hay involved in there as well. Va'a to Hingano. Hingano holds up, links with his fullback. Space on the left-hand edge now. They'll come back in field and were smart to do so as the North line had responded. Last play coming up now. Referee Richardson with the hand up. Va'a to Hingano. Malua showing. Wanted an offload. Popped it, but that was off the ground and the play will die there. A nice little goal line stand there from North.
Absolutely. I thought showed he's going to go for a quick note. He showed a lot of effort there on the line. Wee bit of pride. So repelling south for the first wave of attack here, and that's North on the ball now as they start to grind out inside the 10, heading towards the 20. So they decide to go to the short side.
Really
Not a
good
bad
carry
carry,
there from
yep.
Ezra Purcell, the Mount Albert Lions centre. It's Rochelle Tamadua on the line. Sister Crystal taking the field today for the Vodafone Warriors women in that make or break clash against the Broncos. As North now look to the sky via Benson. Reeled in by Belford Tifil, and he will bring the ball back, but it's a good line led by Hay. And they're taken to ground 20 off their own line here south with a little bit of work to do.
So North on the ball again, and from the kickoff showed a lot of energy and up-tempo-ness, and yep, they've got themselves another penalty here, so going to chew off a few metres here, Corey. Just see it, you can see their gesturing, just sort of patience, calm it down a little bit. So looking for the kick.
So Hingano looks for the sideline
and
kept in. That's brilliant skill. So fielded now by Williams, who will bring the football back, and then they lift him up and drive him towards the sideline. Plenty going on here as North now march the ball forward, and here's Purcell again. That's his second carry.
He's been elusive on the 2 carries he's had too.
All
Nice
quality
flat ball.
so far from Purcell as they now work the ball forward centre. And they're about 35 out from the line. Rogers links with his lock forward today, Hinch. Played in the halves last time, nailed the game-tying penalty late in the match. Space now on the
Got the
right-hand
wide, there
side.
it is.
McKinley steps back inside. Leo Moana will open the scoring. The Waitemata winger isolated out on that right-hand side and then showed nice patience and awareness just to weave his way back infield. And North are on the board. It's 4-0. 5.5 minutes gone. Kick to come.
Region of Origin action replay here, and we just catch the back end of it as the winger. Nice little step inside against the grain of the covering defence. 4 points. And as we wait for the kick to come, I'm sticking my head out the commentary box here, Corey, because you can't quite see it. The wall's in front of you. It's going to be a back online now. It's going to be a semi-difficult as opposed to a fully
I was
difficult.
going to say, can you talk
Just
me
a second.
through a fully difficult?
Coming further out past the
Right.
commentary box with the wind blowing and the rain. Well, the rain's been actually pretty good for today, but last week's been full on, hasn't it? Mind you, this would be a balmy weather day in the UK, I'm sure. Be putting the sunblock on for this one.
So Hinch to attempt the conversion from maybe 5 metres inside the right touchline here at Cornwall Park. Strikes it. Looks okay, but will fade away to the right and will remain North 4, South 0. 7 minutes gone here at Cornwall Park. The series on the line in this game. We've seen South claim the earlier 2 deciders that we have called, but it's North with the early advantage here in the 16 boys.
So we get ready for the reset.
So back underway off the bird of South. Down to the corner and just about miscommunication there. Leo Moana picks it up in the end and then goes on a little run, gets rid of one. Jumping into dummy half, the North halfback. And North come off a victory in this one, 32-20 last week. It was McKinley who scored 2 tries and made the crucial difference after North led 14-8 at halftime. So Rogers to Hinch.
Looks like they're shaping right again.
Hinch will kick over the top. Chase bearing down now for North. A little bit of a foot race on, but back to clean it up nicely is Belford to fuel.
Big strong carry. Couple of defenders on there.
Quinton Pereira Smith was very good in week 1.
Oh, big contact. Referee says no, inside the 10. All right, decide to tap and go there. The last time they kicked for touch didn't work for them.
Pereira Smith taking the ground. Tuionetoa. Hingano set centre field. He'll get hands on the football now. Will show and look to go himself, but wrapped up by Hay with help arriving. Malua. Play out to the right edge. It's stagnant. Va to Malua. Malua will kick high and across. It's ended up going backwards in the end after it caught the breeze, but still the chance on here now. A little bit of footwork out wide from Amosa. Amosa gets up and fights again. The play will die there. Not a bad end to the set though for North. That kick was launched and just caught the wind, ended up back behind the initial play there, but like I say, they finished that set 10 metres off their own line. It's not the end of the world.
No. North get an opportunity to, oh, they're going to play the ball from here. Here they come now on the grind. Looking for a worker. Picks one. Oh, great run. Up to the 40.
Robert Davis. Rogers turns back on the inside. Good low tackle though, and he's hit to ground 5 inside opposition territory. They'll miss out Nathan. Link with the half, Josephs. And
On the full, yeah.
well, that must have been close. Brown was right on top of it. So out on the full, the call.
I really like the style of this number 2.
Yeah, Oscar Amosa. He's having a good game so far.
Yeah, and he's making himself busy. He's certainly a strong individual. Got a bit of toe.
Pereira Smith. Chiming into the back line, pops an offload out the back. It's foot and touch, the call from Al Touchy. So they turn the ball over, but exciting football down that edge and just about caught them.
Yeah, it's great defence. You have to wonder, there's only millimetres in it with the foot going into touch. They're certainly under a lot of pressure there. And good to see Rochelle there from Referees Association, also one of the staff members at the Auckland Rugby League, obviously shirked her job today and decided to go back onto running the line. Good on you, Rochelle. So North on the hard settle again, grinding out from inside their half.
Sebastian Hinch, Bay Roskill, playmaker / lock. Go between the two roles, no problem, as Nathan looks up and is met well by VAR. Rogers swings it out. They get to a kick via Benson. Well reeled in by Belfort to Field.
Big contact there, heard that thud. Dropped to ground. They're certainly trying to slow the ball down, aren't they, on the ruck speed?
Hingano. Taking down the left via Tuionetoa. Inside the opposition half now, South. Looking to hit back after conceding early. Now that's taken a deflection, and 6 again is the call. Referee Richardson, Johnny on the spot to make that decision, and a good chance now for South. They bump the ball forward via Pereira Smith. Don't be surprised to see play head back out to this left edge at some point where Amosa is living. Va'a jumps out. North there to drag him back, but a penalty for a high contact there.
Bar's been extremely busy in this first half, hasn't he? Look for somebody in the dummy half. Here we go.
So they're set very heavy to the left here, South. Still, the majority of that team lining up very deep to the left as they charge the ball forward. They've now spaced out a little. Va'a will burrow. Short.
Held up. How close is he? Right there.
So eventually we get there, back out to the 10. But I will... Well,
No, double chip. Pull up again.
Tackle still up their sleeve here, South. Va'a. Start. Va'a brings on another of the big men. They'll go close this time. They'll go more than close. South hit back via Albert Finau. Just too big and too strong at close range. And we're locked up at 4 points apiece. 17 gone here at Cornwall Park in Region Origin 3.
The Region of Origin action replay here, just coming in the back end of much pressure from the southern team. And, well, this is one tough customer. Had 2 on, basically just shrugged them off and gets the ball down next to the sports safe upright for 4 points. Easy kick to come. And certainly back into the match. And, to be fair, Corey, South have been threatening for some time. They find close. The little incident out on the sideline there with the foot into play. Been repelled a number of times. They're on the board now. Just wondering if that's going to see them. Flags are up, 2 points. Whether that's going to see them re-energise as we head towards the closure of the first half.
Yeah, it was good to see the bookends getting a little bit more involved in that set as well. Potato Smith has been very good, but Ezekiel Stark joining in there, and obviously Albert Finau finishing it off. So need to find a way to build on that momentum a little bit here as North take their time getting back to restart.
Well, from memory too, the other game that we covered for these boys, we're certainly very, very close as well. It was,
Yeah, it was a draw.
Yeah, went backwards and forwards.
Yep.
We can't get any close to that, can you?
But no, you're right. Throughout the contest, it was back and forwards, and I think at one stage there, South sort of blew a decent lead. Allowed North back into the contest, but 2 points in it as we get back underway. 19 gone here at Cornwall Park. Bouncing one, which is reeled in, and wind them up. Look out. Brave down low from Jared Nathan.
Yeah, showing a wee bit more intent now, aren't they?
Ezekiel Start.
We've made some good meters just about at the halfway now. Oh.
So that'll go the way of North.
Yeah.
Incorrect play of the ball. Reminder, if you're just tuning in, North are in the red, South the blue.
Ooh.
Robert Davis. Waitemata prop. Hinch to Jared Nathan. Nathan carrying
Yes.
strong, but Hingano gives as good as he gets. Rogers to Hinch. Change of direction at the line. Sebastian Hinch still going. Oh,
Great
what an
try.
effort! A piece of individual brilliance from Sebastian Hinch, and he will give North the lead once again. Got on a little run here and then just kept going. Had a number of would-be tacklers that he managed to get rid of along the way, and North back in front.
So we see the action replay here. Great service from the dummy half. Sized up here. Fake to go to the left-hand side. Just stepped on the and then showed a great fend. Few steps here. Managed to shake out of that last tackle. Really couldn't hold him back. And by the time the other two got there, it was too late. The ball was down and over the line. So North up 4 points. Kick to come right in front of the posts. And fantastic effort. And really, every time North's come down this half, they seem to have put points on the board. You know, South's really had most of the territory. There we go, flags are up.
So North lead 10 points to 6. 21 and a half minutes gone here in Region of Origin 3. Coming up in October, we've got the Holiday Blast, the next block of them. Cornwall Park will host a 3-day program on October 1 to 3, and the Te Aute Rugby League Club will host their own 2-day event on October 10 and 11. There's a special 20% family discount for the Cornwall Park Blast as well. That discount will apply for any second family member registered. All the details are available on aucklandleague.co.nz. You can sign up on there, or if you want more info, just email sam.c@aucklandleague.co.nz.
And that's gone deep. Is it going to bounce
Wow.
up over the back? It is too.
So they'll set up now for a dropout, and a disaster for North after points. There's just no one there, was there? So a towering one, which will go 40 on the fly, and then is scooped up by the South
Right into it.
custodian, and they're raring to go now. Start with the first carry. Amosa will jump out. Testing those markers now is Oscar Amosa, and wanted an offload as well. That is the dummy half. Comes back center field now, and North, it requires 3 to bring him down.
Oh,
Finau, what a tackle. Knocked the ball free. And just for a second, I think Finau might have been through there. But a big, big play. Turns over possession, and now North with the chance to ruck this ball out after dodging that bullet, and this will help.
certainly will. Just alleviate a bit of pressure here. North shape up now to kick for touch and try and chew off a few metres. Heading up towards the halfway. North getting set here. No. Go back, do it again.
Davis. Met low. Hinch. Shows and decides to go himself with Nathan on his shoulder. Josephs is calling play in the background. Pop an offload. Perhaps something going on the left-hand side. They'll duck back in. Another offload. And now Benson to Williams. North now. A little bit of momentum on their side. A looping ball back to the center of the park and brought down as Ethan Mogan.
We're screaming for it out here on the right-hand edge.
Hinch to Nathan. Nathan. Hard and straight at the line. Nathan still going. He's gone all the way, Jared Nathan. What an effort from the big man. Crabbing across field. And eventually just found that angle he wanted and busts over for another North try.
Yeah, and great to see on the region of origin action replay. That's a mouthful. Just he ran onto the ball here. Somebody came out of the line really, really fast, and he just managed to slip past him. There he is there, missed him on the contact, and basically carried one defender through with him, and at that point she was 4 points. So, as I said earlier, Corey, you know, North don't get down this end very much, but when they do, they're putting points on the board. And again, nice little easy kick here, right out in front of the posts. Yep, 2 points. So you have to sort of wonder what the team chat there was for the Southern team behind the line.
Yeah, well, they sort of had a good opportunity to build some pressure. That ball gets knocked free of the grasp of Finau on their own try line, and then North, rather impressively, go long distance off the back of a penalty and find further points. So it is the team in red in control right now in the shadows of half-time. They lead by 10 points. Another bouncing one, which is claimed this time by North. Oh, Robert Davis gets met head on by Penny.
Oh, he's left the ball behind.
So Amosa with the strip. Advantage back to South. Va. Penny. Penalty to go with it.
They have to tap and go here.
Yeah, no discussion to be had on this one. Va'a will look to get things moving quickly. Look out, Ezekiel's start is winding up to his left. Well, he was until play got called back. So start. Va'a the dummy half.
Oh, they made a meal of that.
It's the second penalty they've given away in possession today. An incorrect play of the ball.
Really, North will just want to complete this set. Nice little bump and run. Goes again.
He's a good player. Charles Lemoana. Joseph's part of the Northcote connection in this team. Ball's loose. That's a big mistake. But it's going to be ruled a South knock on. No, in fact, it'll be a North. So knock on each way. Richardson's got them for, but this will be South's ball. Now I want to get things packed and back underway here. Well, at least I thought he signalled for a South feed, but it's North with the football, so confusion reigns in the commentary box. Driven back is the fullback Nixon Leosal. So now North's turn to give away a penalty in possession. South back on it. A glut of errors in the last 5 minutes for both teams. Tui Onitoa gets us back underway, and we will not get time for one more play, so it will be North who lead 16 points to 6 at the break here, and the under 16 boys. A short break for us before we resume with the second half action here at Cornwall Park.